Yo guys, what's up? It's the Shiller. We're talking about Punk's comic because I feel like a lot of people don't understand that yet, and we're coming to a super important time. Originally, these were listed for 0.2 ETH on the Punk's token web or Punk's comic website. They stood there for a while, around like the last 1,000 being available to mint. That's when it really kind of ramped up, and we've seen the floor go from 0.2 to 0.3 all the way up to like 1.27, 1.3. My prediction is I think it's going to go higher than that. So when you buy the NFT, or if you end up getting one off of the secondary market, you get one serialed Punk's comic token. That's just the NFT, but then you're also going to get a printed copy if you don't burn the NFT. There's going to be a 10,000 of them. It's probably going to be significantly less based off of how many individuals decide to burn their NFT. So there's going to be 27 random mints to receive Punk's NFTs from Hackatow, Killer Acid, and Robbie Trevino, and all their work sells for a ton on the secondary. A disclaimer here is saying claiming of the printed comic will only be available to those who choose not to burn their NFT. Claiming window will be announced soon. Printed comic will include a premium protective case and a serial certificate of authenticity. So that shows that they're just putting in that extra effort for it. So you can stake it for 50% of Punk's tokens. So think of Punk's as a cryptocurrency. Think of it as Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever, an altcoin. Just think of it as an altcoin. It's probably a lot easier than thinking of it as your precious Bitcoin or Ethereum. The Punk's tokens. Punk's represents fractionalized ownership of the 16 CryptoPunks represented in the comic, and the approximate Punk's token staking value is at 600 plus ETH. 50% of the total, 1,200 plus ETH. And so, like, to kind of break it down, there's going to be 100 million tokens, but 50 million of them are going to be accessible to people that stake their NFT, and this is going to happen over a 24-month period, and you're going to be able to unstake it too. So if you're thinking about getting a Punk's comic, you can grab it, and then if you decide halfway through, I don't really like this whole Punk's token idea, you can just sell the NFT to somebody else that wants to stake it. We don't know what the prices are going to look like at that point, but just know that's an option. So the other one is to burn it for ownership of the vault, the Founders Vault DAO. Founders Vault tokens represent proportional ownership over the Founders Vault DAO. Approximate value at inception is 600 plus ETH, and burning available until the release of issue number 2. So the staking is going to be open for 2 years. That burn window is only going to be out until they come out with that second comic, and I don't know if that's like an announcement of it or until it's completely done, but you're going to have to be aware of that. So token holders will have governance over the DAO and its contents, fractionalization, individual item sales, buyouts, etc., plus access to a private Discord. So from my understanding, these vault tokens, you are going to be able to sell them. The only way to get in here is to burn your NFT. And so the purchase of the Genesis Punk's comic is the only way to participate in either of the opportunities above. No further additions will be staked for Punks or provide access to the Founders Vault. So here's some of the pieces they have. The one-of-one team signed mint of Punk's issue number 1, the Genesis mint number 1, Lost Robbie by Robbie Barrett. We got Killer Acid Punks, which I believe was one of the pieces some people were able to get. I know for sure that Hackatow Queen of Punks was one of them, and then also the one-of-one Robbie Trevino Punks issue 1 back cover is going to be in that DAO as well. Plus, they're going to have 25% of the Punks tokens in there, so 25% of all fractionalized Punk's tokens. The Founders Vault will grow across future Pixel Vault projects. Pixel Vault team members have not retained any comic NFTs or Founders Vault tokens. All team members will mint in open market with the public, so we know about that. Over here, our 16 CryptoPunks will be bundled, secured, and fractionalized by our launch partner, Fractional. Fractional will then provide 100 million ERC20 Punks tokens to be distributed throughout the project, worth approximately 1,200 plus ETH at inception. Fractional CryptoPunks Vault will be subject to a buyout reserve price voted by Punks token holders. Should the reserve be met, an auction for the entire vault will be triggered. Individual CryptoPunks will not be sold. And then this is kind of the breakdown of how will ownership of the 100 million Punks tokens be distributed across the project. 50% available via staking a Punks comic NFT, 25% sent to the Founders Vault DAO, and then 25% retained by Pixel Vault LLC. And Punks tokens will be traded in the open market via SushiSwap and Uniswap. So the governance kind of breaking down how these are actually going to work. For the PUNKS tokens, PUNKS tokens represent incremental ownership of the 16 CryptoPunks brought to life in the comic. Individual CryptoPunks may not be sold. PUNKS token holders will vote on the reserve price at which an auction for the full buyout of the 16 CryptoPunks may begin. So that's really spicy, especially in a time where we're seeing CryptoPunks. The one that I wanted to get, if I was able to sell, like, you know, 2 of my Bored Apes or something decently, maybe flip a couple comics if these goes crazy here. The one I wanted sold. So we'll see if CryptoPunks are still in the future for the shillers. And then the Founders Vault DAO. The Founders Vault DAO, fully governed by its members, has the flexibility to sell individual vault items, fractionalize the vault, accept a buyout, or even potentially raise funds to acquire new vault assets. And so where the two converge, 25% of PUNKS tokens will belong to the Founders Vault DAO. The DAO will vote its 25% of outstanding tokens on a reserve price for the vault of 16 CryptoPunks through fractional. This reserve price is the minimum price that would be acceptable for a full buyout of the CryptoPunks vault. If a buyout offer is placed in excess of the average weighted reserve price, an auction will kick off for the sale of the 16 CryptoPunks. Once the auction is complete, 25% of the proceeds in ETH will flow to the Founders Vault DAO. So there's added value for the PUNKS token holders. 100% of profits from merch and super rare artwork sales flow back to PUNKS token holders. So profits from PUNKS token merch sales and PUNKS comic rareable sales will be used to market buy PUNKS tokens, providing ETH liquidity to the pair as well as PUNKS tokens to be earned by those staking. So if anyone was curious about kind of how that works, it's going to be a market buy for the PUNKS tokens. And again, these are going to be available on SushiSwap and Uniswap. And right now what they're also doing, which I think is pretty smart, is for the second edition, they've decided to bring in the Bored Apes. And so you had to have a Bored Ape and a PUNKS comic, and you were able to submit a storyline for your ape. Mine's right there, or well, technically it's down here. So if I was to, I mean, I've already voted, so I can't do that. But they've had like a huge round where people can kind of like promote themselves, and they'll end up having their ape in the second edition when they come out with that storyline. And I've heard rumblings that apparently they're doing something with Gary V and V Friends. That's been all over Twitter, thanks to Beanie and whatnot. But we'll see if that ends up coming to fruition. Something else, some kind of collaboration. Not really sure, but they really did bring out the red carpet for apes, and it's kind of cool just to be a part of something that I think personally is way bigger. If you're watching this in time of voting, you do need a MetaMask, but we're right here, ready to rock and roll. So that's going to be it for a little bit of a breakdown for PUNKS comic. Hope you guys liked it. Right now, the floor for PUNKS comic, I think, is around 1 ETH. And you also get access to the MetaHero universe. So I actually totally forgot. All right, so one of the special things with the PUNKS comic that's going to give you that extra little bit of utility, because that's a word we use a lot right now in the NFT space. Attention, PUNKS comic token holders. On July 15th, we will take a snapshot of all wallets that hold an issue number 1 PUNKS comic. For each comic that you have at the snapshot, you'll be entitled to purchase 1 mint pass for 0.08 ETH, and each mint pass is redeemable for 1 random MetaHero mint, which I think is super sick. So just to go over the PUNKS comic and then the MetaHero itself, here's kind of a breakdown of what some of them look like. And they look cool, right? Like, they look really cool. So for me, I'm super high on this. They also have a little bit of a cool thing for their music track. They have something by Xcopy Art, or Xcopy, Eclectic Method. Eclectic Method. Through the purchase of an NFT called Experts at Super Rare, it will be used as the Battle soundtrack. So there's going to be more to it. I believe it's actually supposed to turn into a game of some sort. Oh, also for the Pixel Vault, the coolest thing about today's PUNKS comic scavenger hunt is that hundreds of people visited Pixel Vault in the metaverse at pixelvaulthq.com. For many, this was their first time using crypto voxels. We're also planning to build in Somnium Space, Sandbox, and Decentraland. So I believe also this building's a part of the PUNKS token DAO. Oh, also, thanks to a tremendous reaction today to the MetaHero Universe announcement, we're pleased to announce that F-Render will be designing the Founders Vault DAO token, as well as contributing a 1-of-1 NFT to the DAO. The only way to get a DAO token is to burn issue number 1 of the comic. So that's also something to look forward to. So I'm excited for the mint pass. I'm excited. It's going to be good. I'm really high on this project. Let me know what you think. Are you high on the Punks comic or not? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for tuning in. Peace.